Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Jade, and I'm back with another video, right? So, I don't know if you guys know, but on November 22nd of 2020, yes, I'm talking about last year, 2020, through December 2020, I mean, December 27, 2020, I did an inner child healing class that was just really fucking crazy because I was like, you know what? Everybody needs to tap into their inner child. The inner child knows, they like to say that children have all the answers. Adults are just children in big bodies. So if that's the case, don't you have to tap into your inner child so you know that truth? You know what I mean? You know what's right for you, what's not right for you. Like I really just want to help people tap into their own inner compass so they know which way they're going on their path. They have that true guidance just helping them and directing them. But if I felt like, if you're not really that connected with your inner child, a part of what you're creating and manifesting, the direction that you're headed in, it might be right for you, but you kind of don't want to lose the imagination and the magic and the fun of all of the whole process of healing and becoming a goddess or god, whatever you want to call it, or just the best version of you. And so I was like, let me do this class because I really want to help people kind of just free their souls from things that maybe have restricted them, broken record stories of your story, narratives, ideas about yourself, thought patterns, whatever it is, just breaking loose, or just like mental cages that a lot of us are in, so that we can really access our power and our truth and use it wisely to kind of create the reality world that we want to live in. Truly, like if you was a kid and you was like, I'm going to do this, and then you just do it because you're not thinking about nothing else. You're just being a kid. Okay, so we all have that little kid in us. For different people who are going to be interested in this, so all you're going to do is go into the description box and you can get a ticket for the new series on February 21st, 2021. And yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to join that. Besides that,
Anybody who's still a little interested, give me this, well, give me a gem or two. How do I know that this class is going to be, beneficial for me? Because I'm tapping into my inner child, I'm doing what I need to do, but what, what, what you got for me that I don't know about the process of healing inner child?
um, real quick, 6 tips on how to restore your inner child, like how to really heal your inner child. So, one of the first things I like to say, tip one, maybe I might put a little thing. Tip one is forgiveness. When you forgive, you walking in your inner child's shoes, you calling in your mom, your father, aka your inner mother and father, aka your masculine feminine energy, not your parents. You calling in that masculine energy, motherly energy, mother, father. They're taking care of you, and the first thing you have to ask yourself is, damn, have I forgiven myself? If you have not forgiven yourself for the things that you were once taught about how you're supposed to operate in your masculine energy or feminine energy, whether from your parents or society or whatever, or other people, you have to forgive yourself, because forgiving yourself will access you to be able to forgive, have the energy, the capacity, the space to forgive your parents, to forgive your great grandparents, whatever you want to call it. Forgive anybody who's damn hurt you, harmed you, you've harmed, you've hurt. Because once you really allow yourself to forgive, you'll be able to start seeing yourself outside of the frame, and you'll be able to start seeing the actual picture. Until you forgive, all of that can be quite messy. It can be quite distorted. And then you have to forgive your inner child for the way it acted out, you know what I mean, like a child, or just kind of like self-sabotage, or forgiving yourself for how you basically played the role, and forgiving the people who birth you, and or your guardians or your protector, your caretakers, that you're basically taking back the power to parent yourself and say thank you. I forgive those who have gotten me here, because sometimes it takes a village, to raise a child. So you thank and you forgive the village, you forgive yourself, but then now you can move forward. And the second thing that you can move forward into is acceptance. Once you are able to forgive, I know it can be so hard. You start to be able to see things for what they are. You start to be able to not judge. Whether that be your parents or the different people you had certain experiences with that created certain traumas and triggers for you. Once you forgive, you accept things for what they are. And when you can accept things for what they are, you understand that, okay, the truth is what the truth is. It is what it is. But it is so freeing, right?
You just have to find a way to kind of breathe through and get to the other side where it's like, okay, this shit happened, but you want a new story, right?
It could be certain experiences that you went through that you're mad that you went through, but you went through them. So you have to get to a point where you coddle through your inner mom and inner father, your inner child, and basically allow them to realize it happened, but I'm here for you now. It happened, but I will protect you. It happened, but whatever it didn't happen in the past, I'm going to be the person, whether through my masculine or feminine energy, to make sure this happens or it doesn't happen again for my inner child. Forgiveness, first step, acceptance, second step. The third step will be adjusting. So now that you've basically accepted things for what they are, you're a little frustrated, you're a little combative with yourself because part of you is like, this is my old life, and then the new you is like, well, I gotta live this new life because my old life is not my current life, and I gotta get in the present, right? Because it's really just tapping in with your emotional body, your mental, your spirit, your God body, and allowing these things to kind of like come together in such a way where when you go through certain experiences, you don't have the same reaction.
You start adjusting to old feelings, old patterns in a way where now you're able to come up with a better perception and see if these things are for you or not for you. Are they serving you or not serving you? It could be patterns that you're stuck in. It could be addictions. It could be habits, hobbies. You know, you start to adjust to the reality of certain things through acceptance, and now you get to start making different little changes, maybe in your diet or your routine, you know, or you know, the things that you consume. You feel me? Or the people that you associate yourself with who maybe don't know how to take care of their inner child, thus that can reflect on you. Or maybe you're put in a situation as you adjust, you're able to take care of your inner child, but then you start to be able to also not judge and see where other people are at with their inner child and not take things so seriously or so personally when people act a certain way towards you.
It's like being able to determine the difference between your energy and other people's energy.
And that's really just what happens in the adjusting phase. You're like, oh, okay, so this is my shit and this is theirs.
Sometimes you might get a little bit of conflict or friction dealing with other people that maybe you had a certain relationship with or a dynamic with, but as you heal your inner child, you may start to have, going into the next thing, the fourth thing, forgiveness, acceptance, adjusting, ownership. As you begin to be able to own the different experiences that you went through and like kind of take hold of and be like, all right, I'm never going to go through this again, or never going to put myself in this position, or I didn't know, but
Now I do know so I can do better.
this is what it is, but this is how I'm going to actually own up to the situation and move forward and not operate out of my trauma, operate out of my wounds, operate out of hurt and hurt other people. Through your self-care or whatever, self-love, pampering yourself, you know, speaking good affirmations, you know, like I said, surrounding yourself with different people, eating different foods. Ownership is getting to the place where you basically say, wow, I have a cause and effect. Just the way my parents or the people who raised me had a cause and effect on my life, I now have a cause and effect choice.
We all have a choice.
And I need to use this choice wisely to make sure that I understand what's going on in my circumstance and I can make the best decisions for it to push me forward so I can complete different goals, manifest different things, have a great life, and do what I truly want. You're managing your emotions. You're managing your life a little bit, maybe in such a way that you haven't been able to do so before, or didn't realize you needed to do so, or didn't even know how to. You're able through ownership to be able to say, okay, well, you know, if I don't like the situation or job or thing I'm in right now, and I can kind of see how I've only been led here because of my inner child issues, and I want to change or I want to modify whatever I'm going through, I have to be the one to take charge. I have to be the one to make that choice. Like what's best for you may be not best for others. And this is where you're able to start making that kind of real life correlation and understanding like, oh wow, like what I do for me might be good for me, but it may not be good for other people, and vice versa. This is where you also kind of create better boundaries on sticking up for yourself, maybe in a way that maybe your inner child was bullied growing up. and as a child you went through a lot of situations being bullied or harassed. It could be so many different things, you guys, that's going to be triggered up. But through ownership, you're going to be able to get to a different place after adjusting, that the things that used to be able to affect you and throw you off your game are not going to be able to throw you off your game. Fifth step, five step, change, you know what I mean, is surrender. So you have to forgive, you have to accept, you have to adjust, you have to take ownership, and you have to surrender. And the whole point of the surrender is to really
Calm down and chill.
because we can start to hear about all the different ways we need to heal and work on ourselves and stuff, and we think we have to do overnight. We think if I don't start right now, right then and there, or get some type of immediate results or gratification, then I'm not healing, I'm not doing well. But the whole point of the class, or just the tips, just to take it and do it on your own time, you guys, is to realize that it's going to take time for you to really fully heal out certain things that maybe took a toll on you and changed you forever.
That's, traumatic experience, trauma, whatever it is.
Even for some people, different sexual experiences that kind of, rattled them up for a while, and now you're having to find balance and ground yourself in an area where for a while it's taken over, it's become its own thing. It can take some time to actually control and get yourself together. Basically, it's almost like get your little when they be like get your child. Yeah. So some of you guys may be on the side of the spectrum of you got to get you got a little brat on your hands when you start really doing your inner child work. Some of you guys, your inner mother, your inner father might start to realize your inner child, you done done a great job, and now you're a little spoiled in some areas. Some of you guys, inner child, you may realize is very neglected, and you need to find different ways to actually show up for it, and you just didn't know what the hell your inner child was even saying. And you're going to be that person to do this work, and little do you know, or you may know, that this can actually help heal your future children, because then when you're showing up with them, you won't have the same mother womb issues and the things that's going to pop up with your actual children in the future. Or if you have children, you're going to see some changes in how you move and operate with them, but you're also going to see these changes start to manifest and be magnetized through you, through people, places, and things that you involve yourself in. It's almost like, I always say, the external starts to match what's going on internally, and the more grounded and centered you feel, the more comfortable you feel within your own inner child, mindset, attitude, whatever you want to call it, imagination, world, reality. You're like, I feel really good, I feel bright, I feel happy, I have that joy, whatever. The more you're able to surrender everything that's not allowing you to be happy, all that weight, all that pressure that you now have realized to take responsibility over your life, agency over your life through your inner mother, through your inner father, you're going to be able to surrender and free up your energy in a way that's going to give you kind of like a motivation and a passion. But you can only get to that motivation and passion if you surrender. You have to surrender. A lot of us, we think we're supposed to just push through, right through the work, do the work. Oh, you have to do your work, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it takes fucking time. So take your time. Celebrate that you're even here. Celebrate that you're even watching this video. Celebrate that you're even noticing that you have a connection with your inner child. And hey, you want to get better at attuning to what it needs, what it's saying, what maybe is still popping up and lingering, so that basically you can get rid of a lot of baggage, so that you can fly, so that you can be free, so that you can free your soul. It's almost like you always knew you had the potential and power to do this, but you didn't know how.
And through surrenderance, this is how you go from being a victim to the victor of your story,
which is the sixth step, which is integration. And as you surrender, you allow your new life and the story that you want to tell and write and say, this is what's going to happen. I can't control others, but I can control me. In the sixth step, you're able to actually integrate this new life.
Like a caterpillar, and you're literally metamorphosizing into this new butterfly, but it has to integrate. It's not gonna, that's what I'm saying. It may take a whole season for some people. It may take a few years for some people. It may take a few months, a few weeks for some people. It may take a day for someone to get this message, to realize, oh wow, it's just forgiveness, acceptance, adjusting, ownership, surrender, and integration. Of course it's just integrating all of that. Of course it's just allowing all of that juice, all of that information, all that spiritual, esoteric, pond water to like really, I just gotta go there and get it. I just gotta go there and heal. I just gotta go there.
I believe that time is not linear, and so whenever you decide you want to do something, it's automatic. Like, it's already happening, it's already done. That, like, we're really already healed. We're just remembering how to get back to that place. We're really already some dope ass, high level, powerful beings. We're just learning how to get our power back, create whatever we want. You know what I mean? Really make our dreams come true. Grading how you make your dreams come true is by just letting everything that you've done through your forgiveness work, through your acceptance work, through your adjusting work, through your ownership of your life and the things that you do have and you don't have, and how you're going to use them, what you're going to do with it, not complaining anymore, and just surrendering all. When you surrender it all, you allow like a whole new clean slate of energy to come forward to you, and then it's almost like you have like a whole new Rubik's Cube or a whole bunch of new nerd Lego pieces, and or you're playing Minecraft or something and they're like,
Make whatever you want to make.
almost look at the everything that fell as a good thing, because it gives you a new territory to basically move forward into and do as you want.
Just let it integrate, just let it happen, just how it's going to happen. And I promise you guys, you are going to see the relationship between your masculine and feminine energy and just in such a way that your inner child is going to be on fleek. Your inner parents is going to be taking care of you. You're going to be like, you want to do this, you want to do that, yes, we're going to do that.
And continue, guys, to get to know yourself, to get to know your inner child, because the more you get to know yourself, you're going to be like, wow.
It's the simple things that I like look away from that my inner child's been like, yes.
So look again in the description box for the Inner Child Series 2. Okay, ticket information, Eventbrite. We're going to be doing a Zoom, like, kind of chat room party type of thing. It's like a literal, like, boot camp for your inner child. It is like you're gonna get some work. It's gonna have you have your, like, your inner parents are gonna be like, get your butt up, go get your, go do what you know you're supposed to do. Okay, some of y'all might realize y'all inner parents is mad feisty or strict, or you need to be strict, more strict, or fun or playful, whatever it is, but you'll figure it out. You got this. So just do it.